Hello, this is Azrael, and in this video, I'm going to make an announcement. The wife and I have been wanting to start a animal rescue, focusing on, of course, cats and dogs, and maybe some exotics. But you can't get blood from a turnip. Uh, we're the turnip. Um, you see, where I live, like if you take an animal to a no-kill shelter, they expect that you still help donate money, supply food, uh, and for the duration that that animal is in the no-kill shelter. Well, that's kind of reasonable, but the problem is that if you're trying to rescue animals that uh, right off the street, um, there's also you can't adopt an animal from these shelters without it being spayed or neutered. Okay, and again, I can understand it too, but they want that to come out of your pocket. And then, of course, animals that need special needs, like disabilities, birth defects, or something. Sometimes they take a little bit more money to take care of. So we're opening up a Patreon for people who are wanting to donate to help with this cause. All the money would go to helping take care of animals. This would include mostly only local. Okay, within my state, this would include people who cannot financially afford to buy food, or let's say there's an accident, and their cat got hit by a car or a dog got hit by a car and needs medical attention, and they don't have the money. We might be able to fit the bill if things like that. But again, we have a lot of our own animals, and the problem is when we try to rescue an animal, we end up adopting it. So we have a lot of cats and two dogs. We just recently helped find a house for a bearded dragon. Okay, about that full-grown bearded dragon. But again, luckily that didn't cost us anything. We just applied our resources and found a very good home for that bearded dragon. Any case, we are trying to get this off the ground. So let me introduce you to some of the animals that we rescued. Our two specifically because they have what would be considered a disability. Okay, so if you guys have been watching my videos on my channel and have been with me since about a year ago, maybe, I posted, should we keep this cat? We found a cat. I found a cat behind the ice box of a Dollar Tree. All right, say hello. Her name is Freya. Apparently, she was a runt because she was a kitten when we found her, and she's not very big. She also seems to have feline irritable bowel syndrome. Basically, she doesn't always make it to the bathroom, and when she does, it's not always healthy. It's basically she has perpetual diarrhea. A lot of cleanup on the furniture and around the litter box. Not very adoptable. So we definitely have given her a home. And of course, her medication that she takes to help ease it, mostly with the form of feline. It's not an antibiotic. I'm sorry. It's a probiotic, a feline probiotic to help settle her down. Okay, so say hello to Freya. We usually don't let our animals down here. We always keep our door closed to keep the animals out of here because we have all kinds of stuff going on, and we don't want them to jump up there and break it or knock it down. And I also have some animal artifacts, like the alligator head back here. And you've probably seen it in my other videos, the rat skeleton and a couple other things that they just might want to be too curious about. So anyways, this is Freya. And she had that little disability, and it would have been very hard to adopt because if they would have taken her, nobody wants to be cleaning up cat poop for 15 years. Or there's the expected life expectancy for animals like this. Anyway, I'm going to introduce you to my other cat, who's hiding underneath my altar because, again, they're not used to being in this room and they think something's up. But there's nothing up. Okay? Okay. This here is Mr. Loki. Loki. Friend Loki. Kind of camera shy. Say hello, Mr. Loki. Say hello. Hello. Now, Mr. Loki is a big, healthy, loving little cat. Big cat. However, he suffers from a disorder too. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's kind of been calmed down a little bit. But yes, I'm showing you his butt. He has a form of compulsive disorder to where he literally licks himself and licks himself raw to where he starts to bleed. On some occasions, he'll lick his other brothers and sisters down here, well, adopted brothers and sisters, and lick them bald, the back of their head. But in any case, he takes a kind of a relaxer. But in any case, these are the kind of animals that we're hoping to rescue and find homes for. These two are not up for adoption. We have decided to keep them. But in any case, this is a loving family that loves animals of all kinds. And I'm tired of seeing abandoned animals that, down the road, there's some cats that I'm actually eyeing. They are feral, but they don't let me pick them up yet. But because of the gas station that they're at, well, it's not a gas station, it's a convenience store. The owner of the convenience store feeds them, but he doesn't want them around, and he doesn't want to call the pound on them. But they also live by highway, so me and him are working a little bit to try to get them kind of hand tame enough to pick up. But in any case, yeah, but that's what our Patreon's about. So if you guys have an extra buck or two, doesn't matter, anything would help. I do my videos on YouTube to help teach people what I know, and also it exercises my brain. And it exercises my brain. So my channel benefits me as much as it does other people who are new to this kind of stuff. And when I die, it's just my information is just gonna rot in my brain. So I might as well get it out there. And I keep every video. So hopefully when my daughter gets out of her curious phase, she's curious about the stuff and she doesn't know if she wants to get into it or not, she'll have my a video book of shadows, which is basically what I'm making. Anyway, thank you for listening. Take care.